Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Coach Matt, EliteThrowsCoaching.com, Primal Athlete Training Center, Cranston, Rhode Island. It is Friday night. It's the end of a very long week for us. We're in season. We're feeling the pressure of working with all of the different athletes from all different sports who come here and train with us during the week. But we wanted to take a quick couple minutes and shoot the video for this week's spring in-season training. For those of you watching this wondering what the heck I'm talking about, you've got to go to EliteThrowsCoaching.com. You've got to check out the tab at the top that says Join the Online Team. We are a little bit more than halfway through our spring season, believe it or not. It feels like we just started the other day. And we maxed out our squat and our press last week. Now, for the next 6 weeks, we are going to be working on percentages of that 1 rep max for a certain amount of sets and a certain amount of reps, which is going to change every single week. The purpose of this is basically our strength building phase of the program is over. Now we have to start working on explosion. Now we have to start working on producing force, producing power. So moving really heavy weight slowly is not going to do the trick for us. Especially the majority of coaches are throwers who are subscribed to this and part of the team. The heaviest thing that you have to throw for your athletes is a 12-pound ball. So spending the next 6 weeks getting an extra 5 or 10 pounds on their squat, moving a very heavy weight slowly, that's going to get them strong. But what's the heaviest thing they have to throw? They have to throw 12 pounds, and they have to do so as quickly and as explosively as possible. So we're making the switch. We're going now, based on what we did with our 1 rep max last week, we are going to be able to find out what we did. We're going to take the percentages that are in the workout that comes at the email Sunday night, and you're going to be able to just assign the amount of weight to each one of your athletes. Pretty simple, pretty basic, just takes a little bit of math, which I also explained in the email. All right, for those of you who may not have figured out your 1 rep max, or maybe figured out a 2 rep or a 3 rep max because safety was an issue, they'll also provide a link to a calculator that will plug in the numbers and find out the 1 rep max and then base it on that estimated 1 rep max. So it's all pretty much taken care of for you. You just have to do the math and fill in the blanks. All right, so we are going to get started up. I'm going to turn the camera around. Coach Anise is going to show us the exercises for day 1 and day 2. All right, the first exercise we are going to do is a seated box jump. Now let me show these to you. What we're going to do, treat it like a box squat. We're going to sit down on the box, lift the feet, and slam them down. And land nice and gentle on the box. So if you notice, he's sitting down, lifting the feet just a little bit, slamming and landing. So do one more. Just lift your feet about 1 inch off the ground. Slam. Boom. You got to be able to hear your athletes slamming on the floor. Got to produce power. You got to put force into the ground. Slam those feet. Next exercise is a split squat. So what we are going to do is put 1 foot on the bench behind you. You have a dumbbell in each hand, and the goal is not just to go down, it's to go down and get the knee underneath the bench behind you. So you can see Anise is not just driving down, he's driving down and back, getting a lot of strength on that front leg and also getting a big stretch in the back hip. Next exercise that we are going to do is a pull-up. Real basic. You can certainly use bands or you can certainly use any type of assistance. We're just going to grab the bar, you're going to pull chin to the bar, and the amount of sets and reps are right in the workouts. Last but not least, we are going to do a single kettlebell or dumbbell goblet squat. We've done these plenty of times. We're just going to use it today as a little bit of a finisher, get a little bit of volume in there because we're still kind of early in the season. We're in the middle of the season. You can see we're just going to drop down, getting well below parallel, getting that big stretch, and then standing right up, driving through the heels. So that takes care of the assistance exercises for day 1. Now we're going to move on to day 2. As you see, we've taken a turn to the more explosive type movements. The first exercise on day 2 is a dumbbell clean and press. So we're going to dip with the legs, explode up to the shoulder, dip, and explode overhead. So there's 2 dips and 2 movements. Let's see it again. Dip and clean, dip and press. Let's do one more. Dip and clean, dip, and press. I was telling my athletes today, you have to choose the right weight for the job. Don't grab something super light and just go through the motions. Grab something heavy enough so that you have to actually use your legs. You can put a fence post in the ground using a carpenter's hammer, but you would much rather use a sledgehammer. Grab the right weight for the job. Next exercise, feet elevated recline row. You can see we're going to get the box set up so that our heels are on the box. We're going to drive our hips in the air by squeezing our butt really hard, and then we're going to pull our chest to the bar. You'll notice the sets and reps that are in there are to provide volume, very much like the squats, the goblet squats on day one. Okay, the next exercise that we are going to do is a good old-fashioned push-up. Now, Anise, let's show them the secret with the line on the ground. So if you notice this, I got to give credit to my boy Joe Hashey for this one. We're going to start with, for your athletes who really aren't that good at push-ups, we're going to start with our fingertips behind a line, and then when we do the push-up, we're going to get our chin over the line. So sometimes people do those ugly-ass push-ups. Show them an ugly push-up, Anise. Yeah, this ugly thing where they got their arms wide and their butts up in the air. So we want to just see fingers behind the line, chin out in front of the line. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Last exercise is a rolling dumbbell extension. So, rolling dumbbell extension. Let's show these to you from the side. We're going to lay down on a bench. We're going to put the tip of the dumbbell on our shoulders, roll it backwards to our ears. Please watch out for your faces, and then drive it straight up to the ceiling. So you can see, if anyone out there has ever like messed around throwing a hatchet, throwing a knife, maybe I'm showing you, I grew up on a farm right now, but it's that same movement. Just like throwing a javelin, we're looking at getting extension and throwing it through the ceiling. And show them the wrong way where they drop and press. So show them that elbow drop, press. So we're not looking at dropping and pressing, we're looking at all one motion, just throwing it up to the ceiling. I think he's done enough reps for today. So we are going to go ahead and end the video right now. Make sure you guys check out EliteThrowsCoaching.com to sign up to be part of the team. It's $14 a month, and you get the workouts emailed to you every single Sunday. See you soon.